Size of the sales workforce would depend on the three characters. One is equalized workload. So it depends, so we need to assume that the total workload in covering market is three factors: the customer size, the sales volume potential, and the travel time. So we need to ensure that our sales force is sized enough so that we have equalized workload. So when all the peoples have to be able to, need to be able to work in an equalized manner, based depending on the size of the customer, depending on the activities, depending on the travel time to reach those peoples. Second is incremental productivity. Assuming the sales force would be increased until the profit added by last salesperson hired equals the cost of employing the salesperson. So how many extra salespeople we need to hire would depend on what is the additional productivity is being produced by that salesperson. So if hiring 5 people, 6 people, 7 people is not going to help us with additional production, then you don't need to hire. So it depends really on the assessment of the sales managers, director of sales, who are going to assess how much workload one person can handle, how many sales call they can make, how many clients they would be effectively be able to serve. Usually a salesperson would be handling anything between 2 to 3 big accounts, and the medium size probably 10 to 15, because there are usually inquiries, there are usually complaints, there are usually coordination which is required. Small accounts they can handle up to as much as 50 to 100, depending on the ability of customer, the softwares, the resources that we are giving, the automations. It also depends on the equipments. The sales potential is again another factor in defining how much is the size of our sales force, based on the assumption that the average sales each representative will achieve in the annual sales volume, then divide by the sales forecast. So how much sales volume we need to achieve, how much one person will be able to realistically be able to achieve. So if we have enough potential in the market, we can go as much as we need to be able to hire enough people to reach our sales potential or the target sales that we think we should be getting. Guidelines for developing a high quality sales organization is be willing to delegate and be sure that the authority equals responsibility. When we should be able to delegate the power, especially when it comes to pricing, it comes to contracting, when it comes to giving out the amenities of the hotel. So there has to be clear guidelines, delegation of authority, so that the salesperson does not have to keep on coming back to the director of sales or sales managers to request for permission. Most in my lot of experience, I have seen that it's not the case, and the sales manager has to keep on asking the same small things from their managers all the time, even at the manager level. When we are giving the authority, it comes with a responsibility. So there has to be sales targets given to them, there has to be certain performance metrics given to them, so that we can know what they are doing, and they have to be clear, responsible enough for the advances they take for traveling, for the entertainment they do in the hotel in their authority. We need to put the salespeople where they fit the best. If somebody is very good with talking to agents, or somebody is very good in event sales, then we need to put them where they are fitting the most, not based on our requirements. Be more than just an efficiency expert. Hold salespersons accountable for what they are doing. So we have to hold them accountable by, again, same factors, by allocating the performance standards to them, by putting their targets. We need to be flexible, and we need to know what needs to be done with our proper sales plan, with our proper strategy plan, with our proper action plans, the PERT method that we have discussed earlier, and the sales management by objective. And we organize the sales force to avoid unequal workload. So these are the guidelines for developing a high quality sales organization. What is sales quota? So the sales quota usually are the activity type of, there are four type of sales quotas. One is activity quota, one is financial quota, and a sales volume quota. The sales volume quota would be depending on how much dollar sales we are going to allocate. The volume rate, for the volume quota, I mean how many occupied room nights, how many functions. Dollar based would be on the revenue. Then financial quota, expenses quota will be given to the sales people. So we have to allocate the quota for them to be able to achieve. That will be called as a target as well. So we need to allocate the quotas to them so that we can have equalized workforce. So it can be based on room nights, it can be based on number of customers, it can be based on number of events, it can be based on number of revenue.